is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello. Couldn't be happier, Jack, could we?
We're stoked. Our mate Grant Daniel's joining us.
I love that little fellow.
Someone else will be going in the draw to see Kylie Minogue live in Las Vegas.
Oh, my God, how exciting was giving that prize to Sarah on Friday.
The best. Imagine her weekend.
Best. I know. Imagine my weekend. I went away with my 4 school friends.
How was it?
So we've known each other for decades. We're so much older than we look. And we did absolutely nothing. But, you know, it feels like cheese is the official diet of women of a certain age, and we are no exception. There was a lot of cheese going on, and I'm not a mad fan of cheese.
I know.
I really only like Meredith Dairy Goat's cheese. So I was at the supermarket. We went to a little township, went to the Coles there. Got everything you need at Coles, don't worry. Don't need to go to a fromagerie. And my best friend was choosing different cheeses, and I went, oh my God, I forgot. This is my favourite cheese. And I introduce you, Jack, because I'm sure you haven't had it. Apricot cheese.
No,
it was
I have not.
massive in the 70s and 80s. I have prepared it for you. I don't want you to give a verdict. I just want you to eat it, and then I'm going to do it's time to say g'day. Yeah, get that on your cracker. Get that on your goddamn cracker and give me a honest appraisal after this.
Chrissie's Say G'day.
I know that cheese is a really big deal, and there's like triple aged, smoked, blah, blah, blah. I don't like cheese. Generally, I don't like cheese. I'm happy with a single, like a Kraft single or a Cheer single. Like the fanciest I get is, you know, the Black Label vintage packet.
Really?
Yeah.
So on a cheese board, you don't go for like a triple brie or like a fromage or anything?
No, I ignore a cheese board entirely. There is nothing there for me.
I think differently of you.
Now, you did try that apricot cheese.
I've got to say.
I've buried the lead. I forget that I do like apricot cheese, and it is the least fashionable, allegedly most boganic cheese. But why? Why? It's delicious.
It is delicious.
It's delicious. It's got the little nuts around the side. It's creamy. It's sweet. Tony, what do you think?
Yes, it is delicious, and its friend, the garlic swirl one as well, is pretty good.
Garlic swirl, and there's even like a sweet chili one, Tony. It's nice. It's different.
It's heaven.
It's heaven. I couldn't agree more. You've got a Priceline voucher on its way to you, Tony, for that. Ash, cheese, apricot, yes or no?
Definitely yes.
Yes.
I do want to say, like, I've started making a lot of cheese boards myself, and it kind of kills 2 birds with one stone because you don't have to add any dried apricots. You've got it in the cheese.
That's exactly.
Good point.
You know, yes.
But, you know, it's
Totally
much maligned. People think it's only for bogans and people that don't know anything about cheese. And I say that's fine. I'm both of those people.
Exactly. I'm a bit of a bogan, but I love some Dauphinois, so, you know.
Oh, look, you're not
Bit
as
of
much.
both.
Yeah.
Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Ash. Let's go to Michael.
Let's finish with Michael. What is your take on apricot cheese, Michael? Michael, could you turn your radio down for me, darling? I can hear myself talking back to myself. Michael.
Chrissie Swan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but can you turn your radio down, please, Michael? I can hear...
Are you there, Chrissie?
Yes, Michael.
You are the most gorgeous, wonderful, hair-blowing in the breeze person I know.
Thank you.
Love you dearly, but I nearly hit a pole when you said apricot cheese.
Are you just judging the apricot cheese because
I
you're
am
cooler
totally judging
than
the
me?
apricot cheese. You have far more class than that. It is revolting. Go and get yourself some beautiful melted Gruyere cheese in a fondue, and go and get some walnuts and olive bread made by a good bread shop and dip it in, and you'll never go back to apricot. I'm living 40 years ago in my memory cheese.
Michael, can I come over and live with you forever and eat Gruyere cheese?
The door is open.
I love you.
I love the passion from Michael there. A Priceline pharmacy voucher for you.
I do like a bit of Comte and Gruyere.
Oh, now you're coming
I
around.
forgot that I liked it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
No one, especially women of a certain age, should ever feel invisible, disconnected or unimportant. Priceline Pharmacy celebrates you and all your uniqueness at every age, because at Priceline, it's always a festival of you.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You know, there's a great meme going around at the moment with Hailey Bieber walking ahead of Justin Bieber in that amazing red frock put together like crazy. It's
What an
good.
outfit.
And then him trailing behind her in basically a sloppy tracksuit or an hoodie, and it just says, points to Hailey Bieber and says, my kids arriving to school all well put together, and then an arrow to Justin Bieber behind looking like he's jumped out of the dumpster going, me dropping them to school. It's the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova. Thank you so much for listening. You know, I love the saying, it takes a village. And I think when that saying came about, there probably were villages, but our villages are different these days. And I sort of hope that this show is a little bit of a village, because it's whatever makes you feel like you're not alone and helps you with tips and tricks.
Yeah.
That's how I see the village.
I'm with you.
And when we were in Sydney last week for that amazing Priceline event, my God, I still haven't recovered.
I think I'm still exhausted from it.
It was so magical. It was the Prescription Live. We'll be giving away tickets to the next one too, 100%, I'm sure.
It'll probably have a different name, though, because we have suggested a name change.
We slammed it.
Hey, Gab.
No regrets. But I ran into a whole lot of, that was a different sort of village, but a village all the same. And I ran
Yes.
into a whole lot of people that I love and admire, including the writer Holly Wainwright, who writes for Mamma Mia and has written books, and she's on every podcast under the sun. She's an amazing woman. And she said to me, you know, one thing that you said about parenting really resonated with me. And I'm like, my God, what was it? I've got no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But something that I did resonated with her. And it was, I did that Imperfects podcast.
Yes.
If you haven't listened to it, I'm going to say listen to it just because I've had so much great feedback. I had no idea what I was doing, but it's a good chat with the beautiful boys of the Imperfects podcast. But Holly listened to it, and what she took from it was me saying, I sat my kids down and I said, a lot of the stuff that I do for you, I really hate.
I love this.
I really hate doing it, and I don't want to pretend anymore because it makes me feel bad. So soz about it. I'm not going to do it anymore. We're going to do other stuff. It's not like we're just going to sit around, but we're going to do other stuff that I enjoy. It's not just about you, because this is my life too, and I'm closer to death than you are.
Absolutely. And also, I would argue they'd get a better version of you doing something you want to do.
I agree, because if you're in a foul mood all the time, you're miserable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that mother. So I just figure I'm the mother you've got. Don't make me hate stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what we do now. And it's really changed everything. It's amazing. And Holly went to her kids and said, I'm not going to do the stuff that I hate anymore. And she's finding that it works really, really great. I mean, you've always got to do stuff that you don't like, but a few of them can go.
I get it to an extent. Have you ever received or heard like a parent hack or tip like that yourself and implemented it?
The biggest one was because, I put in a lot of effort and a lot of mental real estate to what food the kids have.
Yeah.
I want it to be delicious. I want it to be made with love. I want it to be healthy. And that's how I show my love, right?
Yes.
So, of course, it's a great effort, and I don't mind it. That's not one of the things I hate, but it does take a massive amount. If you're anything like me, and there are a lot of us like that, and equally on the other side of the coin, there are a lot of people that do not care, and I love that about you. But I was hanging with a mother of 5.
Far out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I dips me lid.
Seriously.
How on earth? 5. And there was a stage where they were 5 under 5. She had one every year. Oh. Yeah. So that's, 5 under 10, 5 under, that's a lot.
A lot.
Anyway, she was driving, we were together and she was driving home. She said, oh my God, I haven't thought about dinner. And I started to get hives for her because I'm like, it's 4 p.m. and you haven't thought about dinner and there's 5 kids. What?
Like, that's a trolley full of food you will require
Exactly.
as well.
What are you doing? And she goes, oh, no, it's fine. And she pulled over and she went into a fish and chip shop and she bought $15 worth of hot chips. That's all. Nothing.
Ooh.
No burgers, no Chico rolls, no potato cakes, nothing. Hot chips. And she got back in the car and I said, I'm breathing into a bag at this stage. And she's like, what? And I said, what is that? And she said, oh, it's just chips. They're just having chips for dinner. And I went, oh my God. Sometimes it's okay to just have chips
Absolutely.
for dinner.
Also, yum.
Yum.
I would be wrapped.
So would I. So would I. I have yet to do that because, it's a 7-course meal at my place. But still, chips are okay for dinner.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Steph from Locked Bag 99 Crow's Nest, how are you?
Hi, Chrissy. I'm good. How are you?
God, you've got a sunny disposition, Stephanie.
Well, it's sunny here in Sydney.
It's sunny everywhere in this wide brown land, my darling. Hey, I seek your advice. It's my sister's birthday in a week and I'm on cake duty. Mm-hmm. What sort of cake should I make with my Queen Baking vanilla essence, which is my favourite product of all time?
Oh,
Do I make my AAA a coconut?
Oh, that sounds delicious. I was going to be very basic and just do like a vanilla bean cupcake or something. But yours sounds
that
much
is
better.
no. I might go with that, a vanilla
Cute.
bean cupcake. I'm writing that down, Steph. All right, let's get you some cash and get you back out into the sunshine. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity, and I've also got $500 cash to give away. Thanks to the good peeps at Queen Baking. Every incorrect guess you make, though, Stephanie, I will be taking away $100 and going, mwahaha! Steph
Didn't
knows
like that.
No, she knows I'm not okay. Are you ready to play?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Clue number 1. Just like I was ready 5 minutes ago, you crazy bitch.
I don't care about your stupid cake. Or your
Clue number
sister's
1.
birthday.
Listen, I'm talking about Queen Baking, all right? Clue number 1. I'm an English fashion designer, singer, and television personality.
Victoria Beckham.
Jack, don't look at me like I gave it away. I didn't.
I mean, you did.
I didn't. Steph, I didn't give that away, did I?
I did spend all weekend watching the Beckhams.
So did I. What did you think?
I love it. Love her.
How I
them.
love her. I love him. I love them together.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh.
Love everything about them.
Yes, watch that doco on Netflix. You will not regret it. And you got $500 cash, Steph.
Amazing. Thank you so much and happy birthday to your sister.
Thanks, Steph. You're an angel.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
You know, I love getting messages to my Instagram account, my DMs.
Yeah.
I love them. They're all very wholesome.
Are they ever R-rated?
Never.
Oh.
Absolutely never, ever. And please don't start.
Nah, start.
No.
Make today the day.
I could think of nothing worse. I'm so grateful. I just get messages about keto gummies mainly.
Oh, seriously?
Chrissy, tell us about your keto gummies. I'm going to say it once. I'm going to say it 100 times. That is a scam. Do not give these people your money. As if.
I feel like the last 2 weeks, the scammers have really upped the ante. Because,
They have. There's fresh ones
yeah,
everywhere.
I'm seeing new pics.
Please do not give these people your money. I would never, ever do that. Ever. I want to talk about walking, though, and that's what most of my DMs are about. Chrissy, how do I start walking? I can see how walking's changed your life, and it absolutely has. If I don't walk, I lose my mind. And Jack, who I spend the most time with out of anyone, oh, no, my kids I spend more time with, but only just.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference, can't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've had a really good walk this morning, if you're wondering.
Stunning.
Yeah, I feel very sane. But people are like, do you listen to podcasts? Do you listen to books? Do you listen to music? I do have a 4-hour playlist that I've added to over the years, which I listen to if I want to. But most of the time, I just have my thoughts. I have nothing in my ears.
Really?
Yeah, and I just walk. And people are shocked, as you are.
I just always imagine you pounding the pavement to Taylor. Like, that's if I ever see you walking or a photo of you walking, I just imagine Taylor playing.
Well, that's usually, if I have headphones in, it absolutely has
Being
Taylor in it. But if I don't, then I just I have nothing. And I find that to be the most therapeutic because I'm alone with my thoughts.
Oh, I'm
And
scared to do that.
You're not alone. An article has come out. I'm vindicated once again. Silent walking is taking off on TikTok as a new and novel approach.
And this is what you've sort of always been doing.
Yes, this is what I discovered it's almost like an ice bath.
Right.
It's very hard when you start because we're so used to constant stimulation and constant distraction that when I first started walking with nothing, it was quite difficult. Now I'm a pro, and this person who's been doing it has a beautiful quote. If you're never alone with your thoughts and you never get quiet, you're going to miss the whispers. And that is true.
But man, the whispers can be grim.
No, the whispers are what life is about.
No.
Yes, Jack.
No, I want to blast Drake's new album, and that's my therapy, or Kylie's new album.
What are you hiding from?
I don't
what
know.
are you running from?
I just want to keep running, though. I never want to know.
I'm going to give you a 7-day challenge.
Oh.
Once in the next 7 days, I want you to walk for just half an hour with nothing in your brain and see what comes up.
But life's a runway, and runways have music. I don't want to walk down the street without feeling like I'm in a music video
Life
or
is
something.
a runway and you are a runaway. Now, you're about to scream your lungs out. I've just checked Instagram because I've got a problem. But Crocs have just released a new shoe.
Oh, we're still going on with the Crocs trend.
And
when will it end?
You're going to scream. I'm going to pass you. I'm nervous to pass you my phone because I just put a new case on it. Look how gorgeous it is.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm scared that you're going to break it, but you need to see this. I'm handing it over.
Oh, what is it?
Spoiler alert, it's a classic cowboy boot.
Oh, that is abhorrent.
You are offended by that, aren't you?
Like, stop. Oh, and those stupid little jips on them. What is gibbets?
Gibbets. There's gibbets on it. It is a cowboy boot made of whatever Crocs are made of.
Crocs, but tall. Like,
Yes.
as if that's a selling point.
Yes.
Any shoe that has ventilation holes belongs in the bin.
You really hate that, don't you? I'm thrilled.
No, I want them deleted.
That's a
The Chrissie Swan Show.
On Friday's show, we caught up with the gorgeous Gary Giannetti. If you don't know that name, you absolutely will know his work. He wrote all the best lines for Family Guy, all the best lines for Will and Grace, and he runs a massively popular Instagram account. He came in, we had the best time. He ate my blueberry muffin, and that
Hello.
is not a euphemism. If you want to get the full uncut chat, we had to edit it brutally to bring it onto air. That is on our podcast, The Chrissie Swan Show. Download it and just smile and enjoy.
And if you're in Sydney, go and see him this Wednesday night, because I saw his show Saturday night, Swanee, and it was 10 out of 10.
Absolutely. He's playing at the Enmore Theatre, if you don't hardly mind.
Coming up, we'll be putting someone in the draw to see Kylie Minogue in Las Vegas.
Let's lower the chairs, though, because Grant Denier's just around the corner.
The poor guy nearly died on The Amazing Race last week.
No, I'm not laughing.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Oh, yes. I just saw an amazing bum bag on Instagram.
Did you end up finding out where you
No,
could
she hasn't
purchase
got
it?
back to me.
Oh, you've DM'd the person?
Yes, it's just, I didn't DM it, I did it publicly.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, she she tagged me in it going, I've been influenced. And she's wearing a bum bag, and I said, oh, that looks like a good one. Where did you get it?
Speaking of bum bags, you mentioned when we were on the show Friday that you were going to ask Gary Giannetti off air
I did.
what he thought of your bum bag obsession, and would you like to let everyone know what he thought?
He loves it. It's
Oh,
high.
you liar!
He said it's high fashion.
You are a liar!
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are!
Who's there to prove it?
Me.
Yeah, but it's your word against mine.
He did not like it. He said that he was with Jack and then he doesn't like it.
No, he loved it.
You're a liar.
We heard the different conversations. Amanda, hello there.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Sorry that you had to listen to Mum and Dad having a bicker in the kitchen.
That's okay.
I'm going to try. I really want you to win this bum bag, but equally, Joanne, I want you to win the bum bag.
Oh, thank you. Hi, guys. How you going?
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, Joe.
All right, let's do this. Your name is your buzzer, Amanda and Joe.
Okay.
Maybe Joe, if you just go Joe, because it's quick.
Okay,
And
I'll do that.
Amanda, what would your one syllable be?
Oh, one syllable. You can't put Amanda in a one syllable.
Maybe this. Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah, that's it, Amanda. Okay, your name is your buzzer. It's the best of 5 minutes. The first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with the money can't buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. Question number 1. The Bathurst 1000 took place yesterday. What kind of a race is this apart from very boring?
Car racing. Joe.
Yes,
Joe.
Car racing.
it is. It's the supercars.
And it is boring.
It's so boring. Oh, my God, I'd rather die.
It's like peak Bogue in Australia.
I just don't understand it. There's a fish tank that's viewable from my couch next to my television. I'd rather watch the fish tank. And also, there's no fish in it.
Wow. Question number 2.
How many rings are there on the Olympic flag?
Joe.
Yes,
Amanda.
Joe.
I think there's 5.
You are correct. It is 5. That's 2 for you, Joe. You're leading. Question number 3. On this day in 2007, Flo Rida released this song.
Manda.
Yes, Manda. What's it called?
Apple bottom cheese.
No! Joanne, for the win, you going to have a crack?
Go. I don't know. I really don't know.
So
I know it. I do know it.
It's low. You don't get a second chance, Amanda.
Oh.
It's low.
Okay.
Chrissie loves that song.
Pass. Question number 4. The Real Housewives of which Australian city returns?
Joe.
Yes, Joe, for the win.
Sydney.
Yes,
Sydney.
it is Sydney. Well done, Jojo. You've got yourself the bum bag.
Thank you.
Look, you can put it on Facebook Marketplace and see how you go. They're going for about $25.
Okay.
Hey, I'd have a crack at that.
What, the Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, selling them. I might grab a few from the prize cupboard.
Good luck. I'll be looking for a new executive producer. It's against the law.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
And I'm thrilled to welcome my little mate, GD, Grant Denyer, to the show.
Hello, my love. How are ya?
This isn't your debut on this show. I feel like you were on very early on in the year.
No, I don't think so. I think this is the first time I've been on your national show.
Maybe I just dreamt it, Grant.
Taken a little while. Oh, speaking of dreamt.
Yes.
You know you and I, mate, so I can say this to you.
I know. I love you deeply.
I had an uncomfortable dream about you last night.
Really?
Now, this is a little embarrassing. It's okay, because I told Shez the first thing I woke up, I went, you won't believe what happened last night. Swanee was in my dream, and guess what happened? Are you ready for this?
Well, I've got an image of giant Anna Nicole Smith and her tiny little husband. Is that where we're going?
It's sort of going there. All right. So here's the premise. Now, excuse me. Remember, dreams are wacky. No judgment.
Yes.
You and I were in a car and we were driving along and you were breastfeeding me.
What? I can't believe you said that.
I'm not joking.
Grant!
Oh, my God.
I know.
What do you and Shezzy get up to for that to be on mind?
I felt so naughty. I had to confess it. As soon as my eyes opened, I had to wake Shez up to tell her what had happened just because I felt so guilty.
You know, it's so weird because often dreams are like tapping into the zeitgeist and
the subconscious.
Exactly. And last week on this very show, I spilt a drop of tea on my boob and then I made it worse by trying to clean it during the show. And then I didn't tell Jack that I was doing it and he looked over and his eyes were like, "Gah!" like that. And he was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were lactating." So maybe this is all part of the greater narrative, Grant.
Oh, in our dream, it was completely normal. You were fine with it. I was fine with it.
I mean,
you know what? I was nourished. I was happy.
Look,
you were driving safely.
If it's good enough for some, I was driving while I was breastfeeding you.
Yeah, you were like, "Come over, Dale, pop on."
Oh my God, pop on! I've never done that. I mean, I am a whiz at eating a Big Mac while I'm driving, but I've never breastfed an adult or a child while I'm driving.
It had real Britney Spears vibes.
Oh,
Remember when her kids used to be on her lap when she used to drive around LA?
Yes. Now, we're burying the lead here because last week you nearly died and I am on Amazing Race. You had terrible heat exhaustion. You were losing your mind. I think we've got a grab of it.
Can we get the medic? Grant. Just deep breaths, okay? His blood pressure is really low.
We need to go, darling.
No, we're not going anywhere until you are okay.
My recommendation for you from a clinical perspective is to just stay here for the next 15 minutes.
Can you do it in 12 minutes?
No, you cannot.
What's your name? Mariamda.
Can I tell you, when I saw that, I've got a couple of things I need to talk to you about that.
Yep.
A, I felt like a terrible person because I had heard that you had a bit of a health problem and I was excited to see it. And then I saw Shezzy weeping on your podcast with true grief and fear, and I thought, I am dead inside that I was excited to see this. It was a lot more serious than I thought. Secondly, there is no more Grant Denyer sentence. The hardest working man in television, like bar none, to be dying on the street and ask the medic if she can shave 3 minutes off so that he can get back to it. Classic GD.
Oh, the race was on, Swanee. You know, I just... The little fighter in me, you know what I'm like? I'm like a terrier nipping at the heels. And if there's a competition, I'm in it to win it. So even though I had severe heat stroke, it was 45 degrees. And to give you an idea, like in that part of India where we were, like 100 people passed away in 3 days.
Wow.
So that's sort of how significant the event was. But it was a traumatic event because I collapsed and started convulsing.
Yes.
And dropping in and out of consciousness. And it terrified a lot of people, including my poor wife that day. And it was pretty shocking for everyone who was there. But I'm still proud of myself.
Well, it's a good achievement. It's a good achievement to still be alive. If you want to hear Shezzy's really raw and open and emotional take on it, hook in to the Denyers podcast. It's a great listen.
Yeah, it's tough going for her. In fact, we've been sitting, because we weren't allowed to tell anyone how you went in the show. That meant we weren't sort of talking through our feelings and emotions. She wasn't able to express, kind of how horrific it was for her. So her kind of reliving it was pretty triggering when she watched it back the other night. And it's been a pretty emotional sort of experience for her. And I've put her through a lot in the last 14 years. There's been a couple of close calls, but this one was by far the worst.
She must really love you, Grant.
Well, I'm here to announce we're now divorced.
Grant Denyer is still here. He's not on The Amazing Race anymore because he nearly died. No. Pleased to say that he's still alive and he is on the show. You ready to play a little wacky FM radio game with us, Grant?
That's the only thing I came for. Let's do it.
Chrissy's Quickie.
Alrighty, Grant, this is where I give you and Chrissy both a category. We've got 3 rounds, and in each category, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things in the given category. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. But I'm worried because the speed of her brain is electric. She's a fast operator.
Listen, before I was breastfeeding, that may be true, but now that I'm miraculously lactating 1 month out of turning 50, who knows? All bets are off.
Alrighty, Swanee, you're going to kick us off.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1.
Yep.
Chrissy, name 3 contestants still in this season of The Amazing Race.
Rebecca Judd, her sister Kate Judd, Jana Pittman, her son Cor.
Nailed it.
Well done. Well done.
Excuse me, but Jana Pittman for Prime Minister. End of story.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse.
Oh,
she
man.
said The Amazing Race was harder than SAS Australia.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. Yes.
You reckon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was surprised. It was hard for us. Like, it was hard as hell. Obviously, I nearly died, but I didn't think it would be as hard as SAS.
Well, because SAS, you kind of get to stay in the same hideous camp.
Yeah.
Without the stress of travelling. Anyway, your turn,
Alrighty.
GD.
Grant, round 1 still. Name 3 of the Kardashian Jenner sisters.
Oh, Kylie, Bruce, and well, formerly Bruce.
Oh, good try. Alrighty, Chrissy wins round 1.
I don't even know where to go with that. Okay, my turn.
Round 2. Chrissy, name 3 things that can get you fired.
Oh, sexual harassment, stealing food from the fridge, and arriving late every day.
I'm going to pay it.
And breastfeeding your adult colleagues.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed in this day and
imagine if
age.
we'd got up to that sort of stuff on the Great Australian Spelling Bee, Grant. Neither of us would have come back for another season. Oh, no, we didn't anyway.
Well, let's face it, mate. Hydration was my issue in India. Where were you? Where was my saviour? Where was my Lord Saviour, Chrissy Swan?
Alrighty, Chrissy's got 2 points. Grant, not yet on the board. Grant, name 3 green vegetables.
cucumber, pepper thing. Yep.
Pepper thing.
Look, I host game shows. I'm not contestants, okay?
Oh, it's the sass. Round 3. Chrissy, name 3 components of a car engine.
Oh, the carburetor, the head gasket, and the oil measurer wick thing.
Dipstick. I'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you, though.
Yeah.
Well
no, I'll
done.
give it to her. Well done.
Thank you, Grant. Well, you are a car guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
I
actually,
feel like-
that's another time you nearly killed yourself. Good boy.
Alrighty, Swanee's won it, but let's just do this. This was fun. Grant, name 3 TV shows Chrissy Swan has hosted.
The Great Australian Spelling Bee, The Project,
Yes.
Yep.
and The Circle.
Yes.
He got a point.
You got it, Grant. And you get an apple from the teacher and a sneaky left boob feed. Well done.
Num-nums. How creepy was that?
Truly disgusting and a legend of our time. Thank you so much for joining us, Grant Tenya.
That was the weirdest but best interview ever.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
On Friday, we gave Sarah from Ipswich passes to go see Kylie in Las Vegas. Who's going to go with her?
5 nights in Vegas, $1,000 spending money, and Kylie Minogue live. Hi, this is Kylie Minogue. It's Chrissy's Kylie Cassettes. Kylie's new album, Tension, out now, featuring hits Padam Padam and Tension.
As previously mentioned, we have a winner from last week. She is on her way to Las Vegas to see our girl Kylie. Ellie, do you want to go with her?
Yes, so badly.
I know. Do you have a favourite Kylie song?
I love all of them, but I'm really loving the new stuff at the moment. The Padam Padam.
Yes, Padam
Love
Padam's
that.
great. Tension's great. The whole album
Yes.
is an absolute
good.
ripper. All right, Ellie, this is how it's going to work. There's 4 spots. We desperately want you to grab one of them. But in order to do it, we're going to play our warped cassette of a Kylie song, and you've got to guess what the song is. The quicker you do it, the better. The minute it comes into your mind, say it, yeah?
Got it. Thank
All right,
you.
we're going to be timing you guess, and on Friday, whoever has guessed the song the quickest is on their way to Vegas.
Alrighty, Ellie, I'm about to click play on the cassette.
Spinning around.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ellie, that is it. You are officially in the running to go and see Kylie Minogue 5 nights in Vegas. Airfares, accommodation, and $1,000 hot cash in your pocket as well.
Yay, thank you so much.
You
Good
are
luck.
so welcome. And if you're listening and like Ellie would like to have a crack, make sure you jump on the Nova Player app, register your details, and we could be calling you tomorrow.
We are out of here.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.